Hi, I'm Hilary Biller, food editor of the Sunday Times, and it's Friday, and it's time to bake a cake for the weekend. I'm going to make a can cake. Why can? Because it uses a can of tomato soup. Before I lose your interest, I'm going to show you how a number of vegetables can be used in baking. We know the carrot, it's been used for so long, grated finely in that delicious carrot cake. But get adventurous and try using courgettes. They make just as good a cake mixed with those nuts and raisins, a wonderful combination with lovely little flecks of green, and you can use them in breads as well. Now, beetroot, for so long neglected and the thing that everybody really disliked, it suddenly becomes so trendy and so fashionable. Also, peeled, grated and used in cakes, breads, savory dishes, roasted in the oven. Really, the beetroot has come of age. And corn. Corn can be used in many savory dishes, but particularly good in breads because it has that wonderful crunchy texture. It's so good. Just take off the kernels from the cob and use them in a number of different ways. And some other things that I don't have here that are really good in cakes are butternut and pumpkin. Peeled, seeded of course, finely grated or chopped and used in a number of cakes. Now, I'll see you next when I make my can cake. Doesn't mean I'm going to dance because I'm terrible at dancing, but I can sure whip up a cake.
Hot off the press, find Hilary Biller's delicious recipe in this week's Sunday Times Food Weekly.
So you're ready for that can cake. On Sunday, our issue is all about parties and celebrations, and nothing is complete without a beautiful cake. But this is an interesting cake. It comes with a real tradition. In the Second World War, when there were rations, there was very little sugar and butter. So some clever soul out there developed a way of making a cake with a can of tomato soup. And by using it, you didn't need very much butter or sugar. And this cake only uses 1 egg. Start off by creaming the butter. It is a small amount, it's 60 grams. So it's a really good cake to make if the store cupboard is a little bit low. Some caster sugar, cream those together. Blended the butter into the sugar. And here the secret is the 1 egg. Break 1 egg into the mixture. Mix that through. It's a really easy cake, the kind that you can whip together. Add the bicarbonate of soda to the can of tomato soup. Let that sort of mix through. What will happen, it will start to bubble. And then you know the bicarb is really working. To our cream mixture, add some buttermilk. Then that mixture, bubbly tomato soup. You can see it's bubbled beautifully. Mix it through. I know it looks really strange, but believe me, it really works. Okay, now to the dry ingredients. Some flour, baking powder, and then some lovely spices. That's what makes it so fragrant and gorgeous. Ginger, cinnamon. Be generous with those, at least a teaspoonful of each, and some cloves. Cloves, go lightly on that, about half a teaspoon. Mix it through. Okay. And to this, add some raisins and nuts. Any kind of nuts that you have in the cupboard are great, but never peanuts. They aren't that good. Mix it through. You can see this lovely color. It's interesting how the tomato soup has given it this wonderful hue. And that's it. Now, all that happens is it goes into a greased sort of 20 to 23 centimeter pan with a loose bottom base. Spoon it in, looking lovely and chunky. Give it a good shake to even it out. And that goes into the oven at 180 degrees for about 30 to 40 minutes. Just have a look. You always know when a cake is ready by giving it a light tap on the top. If it bounces back and keeps its shape, you know it's done. If it sinks in, sadly, it needs more cooking. This goes into the oven, preheated at 180 degrees. Now, a can cake has to have a really good topping. So what I've done is I've baked one earlier, and for my icing, I've used a really good butterscotch mixture. I've melted some butter, brown sugar in a pan on the stove, let it caramelize. That means it sort of goes all gooey and sort of golden brown. Added some cream, mixed it all through, and then added some sifted icing sugar. And this is what it gives you, this beautiful mixture that I've spread over the cake. But the proof of any good cake is in the eating. So I'm just going to give it a test. And we can check on the color, because I know everyone's worried about that tomato soup. And there we have it. It's looking really good. It's not bright red like a can of tomato soup, has a wonderful consistency, looks deliciously moist, so I'm going to put it to the test. That's really, really good. Lovely, sweet, crunchy, all those delicious textures. If you need more ideas, take a look at Food Weekly on Sunday. There are lots of great ideas for wonderful celebrations. But that's it for this time. Enjoy the baking. Thank you. Bye.
It's at the All Seasons Milk Factory where we found goodness produced on a daily basis. Pick n Pay, always there for you.